This video is made possible by all these insanely amazing, lovely people that you see right here. Thanks to them, I'm able to do YouTube videos as a full-time job. My channel wouldn't have gone as far as it has without them, so I am eternally grateful for them granting me this incredible gig that I am so lucky to have. And if you like what I do too, it would mean the world to me if you had a look at my Patreon page. There's all kinds of goodies there, like early access to videos, Telegram chats, helping me decide what videos to make, custom art, and a lot more. Otherwise, keep on keeping on, because you're still amazing just for sitting through this clip for me. Alright, it's time for the video, hope you enjoy!
What?
Hello, welcome to this week's Q&A, and welcome to flu season. Yeah, if you're wondering why I sound and act a little differently, I'm currently recovering from a nasty flu, so I'm gonna record in my Snuggie today. But yeah, also because of a result of that, this is gonna be the only video this week. Sorry guys, because I've only got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to make my 2 weekly videos, because on Thursday I'm flying somewhere for a family wedding and I won't be back till after the weekend. And then I was completely down for the count on Monday, so this is the only video I've gotten made this week, sorry guys. But let's get to the Q&A. From Moonstone Wolf. Hey Pocari, if you're getting a fursuit with 2 different eye colors, is it harder to see through them? For example, Majira Strawberry suit. Eye color doesn't actually make a difference in suits at all, because from the wearer's perspective, all you see is black and, you know, what's in front of you. Because it's just a painted mesh, so it won't make any difference. It's got colors on one side and blackness on the other side, and then holes so you can see. So I promise you, it won't change the way your suit sees in any way whatsoever. I always forget Majira has 2 different colored eyes. From Howl the Wolf Dog. Hey Pocari, greetings from Maryland. I was wondering if you've ever heard of Furvilla. It's a pet site like Neopets, but made by furries for furries and friends. I love it a lot, but it's not as popular as it used to be because of programming errors and event-related disasters. Yes, I have heard of Furvilla. I was there when it first came out for the public alpha or beta or whatever it was. I don't know. I found it really boring because there wasn't much, I couldn't find much to do other than social stuff, and when it comes to games and things, I generally prefer to play by myself. So as a solo player, I just didn't see a whole lot to do. At least Neopets had flash games and stuff. I couldn't find any of that on Furvilla when I first joined. If that's changed, please do let me know, because I'd love to give it another try. Like, I really love their whole bases and the painty thing where you can have your own character, essentially. I thought that was really cool, but I just didn't know what to do with it. From Opalite. Hey Pocari, how often should you wash your suit? And how much is too little and how much is too much? There's no exact, very precise number of like how much is too much and how much is too little, but you definitely want to only do it when it's necessary. With each full wash, you'll lose more fur from your fursuit, like not much, but it will build up a lot over the years, so you definitely don't want to go too crazy, but you also don't want to leave it long enough so that it gets really stinky. So you want to make sure you always disinfect your fursuit after every time you wear it, because that will significantly decrease the amount of full washes it needs. So really, it's better to do it too much than not enough, but it's really for you to judge. Other times you absolutely want to give your fursuit a full wash is after any big events like cons, mainly just because you want to get all the different people's germs out of your suit so you don't get sick. From Hypercell 101. Dear Pocari, what do you think about Pokemon personas? I used to have Lucario as my main persona until I demoted him to character status. I've been seeing Pokemon personas a lot recently, and I wanted to hear your thoughts. I'm actually still using Lucario as a persona until I'm done designing my main persona. Thanks for reading my comment and possibly putting it in the video. Haha, you made it. From Lucario. I love Pokemon personas. Like, I don't know if that's just bias or not, because I'm a huge Pokemon fan, but I think they're really cool. But I find a lot of people are hesitant to make one because of the stigma they can get. I don't know why. I guess people just feel like they're not real furries, that they're, you know, monsters, but it's also good to keep in mind that there are actually makers and artists out there that won't create your Pokemon character for you because it's technically a copyrighted character and they don't want to get in any kind of legal trouble. I personally don't have a problem with it. I think if you change them up a bit more, a lot of artists and person makers will be a lot more comfortable with them as well. So like change the original color so it doesn't look like the original Pokemon anymore, and maybe add some more custom features that separate it from the original Pokemon you based it off. Otherwise, still nothing wrong with just having the original one. That's just what you want to be. The world's your oyster. We're furries. We could be Whatever we want. Look at my sleeves. I feel like I should be a wizard. Haha, I'm the magical blue wizard. I will turn everything you love blue. Haha. From IPS Juniper. I have a kitten and she rips everything. What should I do? Because if I made my suit, my kitten will rip it. What do I do? As someone who has 3 cats, I can tell you cats will not touch your fursuits. Unless you just have a weird cat. But I find cats prefer to claw something that they're going to get some kind of feedback from. Something that's going to resist as they pull back and sharpen their claws. Fur doesn't really do that. If they pull back on it, it kind of just comes out or just comes with them. So it's not something they like to sharpen their claws on. But if you are still scared of it or you find your cat is doing it, then you're going to want to try and find them something that's more enticing than fur. I find that cardboard is actually really good for cats. They just go mental for it. Like you get one of those ones that are open on the sides. I don't really know how to describe it, so here's a picture of it. But one of those, they love those. Our cats go mental for them. It also helps if you don't keep your fursuit parts on the floor. As long as they're hanging up and they're on shelves, cats have been like, too much effort. From Cosmic Otaku. Hi Pocari, you're one of my favorite furry YouTubers. Now, sometime in the future, I'm planning to get a full suit of my Protogen persona. There is just one problem. I don't know anyone who'd be willing to make a Protogen suit. Would you happen to have any suggestions for makers who'd make Protogen suits? From Windows the Protogen. I love that. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Kyborg Studios, because that's who the original 2 Protogens went to for their suits. So you can always go to them, but yeah, they are pretty heftily priced. I mean, rightfully so. There's a lot of skill and time that goes into those. But as for alternate makers, there are people who are definitely dabbling into it. Like, I know a few that are definitely trying to do the same sort of thing as Kyborg. So if you sit and wait, I reckon some more makers will appear. I know Mochi is getting hers made too. I can't remember the name of it, so here's a picture that I've found in post. There you go, so you can go check them out as well. So yeah, just sit and wait, more will come, save your money, and then go for it when they pop up. Alternatively, you don't have to go the whole shebang either. I know lots of Protogen suits that just use materials like any other fursuits, so there's always that as well. From Sunset Kitty. What would you think of a rodent character? I'm thinking of making one, and you're an amazing person. Oh, thank you. Rodents are fine. Like, I know lots of people with rodent characters and fursuits and stuff, so I don't know what you're worried about. I mean, I personally don't think I'd be one. It's just not my thing, but I also don't have anything against other people that want to be one. So go for it. Do your thing. I love the people that theme their rodents and rats around like lab rats. I think that's pretty cool. From Crappy Kuro. One of my biggest reasons for being unable to label myself as part of the fandom is the intense sexism on both sides. So many people who dislike female creators and so many people who label all guys in the fandom as gross, and it kind of sucks to see. Do you think the fandom has a sexism problem, and or have you experienced such problems during your time in it? I have heard of people talking about this, but I think this is more so a problem in the United States furry community, so I don't really think I can speak on behalf of that. In Australia, we do have a very small furry community. Like, our biggest cons are smaller than the smallest USA ones, so we're a very tight-knit community. We can't really afford to pick and choose. I can't really think of any clear cases where it's happened to me, or if it has, I don't remember it. So, comments, people watching, let me know if you have experienced anything regarding this, because I'd be interested to hear it. So yeah, sorry, I don't really have a whole lot of thoughts on that, but I mainly picked this because I want to hear what the comments have to say, so please leave a comment. From Twisty Twisties, what do you think of that when people draw / sketch something on paper first and then trace that onto their computer to make digital art? Is that a good or bad thing? Because I have used this way of doing digital art for about half a year now, and I have only recently gotten a drawing tablet, so yeah. Please answer this, I need to know. That's absolutely fine. There is no problem with that because it's still all your own art. Like, you'd only be doing the same thing digitally. You're just doing the sketch phases traditionally and then lining it digitally. Like, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people just don't do it because it saves time to just do it all digitally rather than like traditionally scan and then digital. So, if that's what you want to do, go do it. As long as it's all your own art, doesn't matter. From The Luck of the Claws. Is that from Skylanders? Hey Pocari, I'm having trouble with my persona. I can't seem to stick to one for more than a week. Right now, I don't even have one. The closest things I have right now are this character I use in a roleplay site, but she's not anthro, and this other OC does walk on 2 legs, but her body is not human proportioned at all. She has very short legs and arms, and her body is one super long noodle shape. What do I do? For one, your persona doesn't have to be inherently human shaped. Like, my DZ bunny is definitely more bunny proportions than human proportion, and there's lots of other characters like that, so don't worry about being human shape with animal head. Secondly, it is totally fine to jump from character to character while you're finding yourself, or just because that's what you want to do. Like, it's your persona, it's your characters, you do it, it's your thing, just Alternatively, if you still can't find yourself sticking to anything, I find one way to fix this is to have a persona that can transform. Our furry characters are fictional, so they can do whatever they want, including be a transformer, like be a ditto, but a furry. So either just keep going to your stick, or transforming character. From Clelia, let me guess, Autumn Fallings, aka will they be your next people for Pocari 2.0? No, sadly not. I mean, I was very close, because Autumn Fallings did actually open quite recently, and I looked into it, but unfortunately they are just way out of my price range. Because Autumn Falling operates a little differently. They don't give quotes like other makers would. The way they do it on an offer-based system. So basically, you show them the character you want made and how much you're willing to pay to have it made. But the minimum you have to offer is 5,000 USD, which is a bit too much for me, especially considering it's USD. That's like 7,500 Australian dollars. That's a lot of money. So it's almost like a silent auction, but they don't have to be biased against how much people are offering either. Maybe someone will also bring them a character they really like and they just want to take that, so. I don't know, it's an odd system, but if it works for them, then go for it. Not to diss their prices or anything, like, it's great they're able to charge that much, good for them. But it's just not doable for me. But I'm still not going to tell you who I am going for because I don't want to jinx anything because I haven't got a slot or anything yet. They haven't opened, like nothing's been put into motion yet. So I'm going to wait until things are confirmed before I announce anything. Yeah. Alright, that's it for this week's Q&A. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to leave me a question for the next one, leave it in the comments below with the hashtag Q&A, or you could email me, pocaroo@outlook.com. I'm gonna go pass out now. Bye!